Hey there YouTube, this is Renee and I'm here to review my virgin Cambodian hair that I got from Freedom Couture, and it was also installed by Francesca when she was on tour here in Atlanta, so stay tuned. So let me tell you guys about this hair. Francesca came to Atlanta, she was doing a tour, I made an appointment and she installed this unit for me. She uses a glueless technique which helps to save your hairline and help you maintain a healthy hair underneath. This hair is 18 inches, virgin Cambodian. It is on a full lace wig. I'm going to get into a couple details that I like to know whenever I want to purchase a hair, especially if I'm purchasing online. Some of those things are going to be durability, the texture, the tangling, the shedding, and my opinion on overall value of the unit. So let's talk about texture. This was my very first time using Cambodian hair. The hair that I'm most used to using is the virgin Indian hair. Compared to the Indian hair, I find that the Cambodian hair is very fine, very light. I usually like to wear big curls, and I found it hard to kind of maintain that big voluminous look. So if this is a look that you like, this wig might not be for you. Alright, so the next thing I want to talk about is density. The density on this unit is 130%. I find that it's fuller in the front, and then as it goes back, it gradually decreases in density. I prefer for the hair to start out with less density and then gradually increase in density as you go towards the back. But I think that's also a matter of personal preference. So, alright, so let's talk about what I think everybody wants to really know, which is, does it shed, does it tangle, how does it hold up? I would give it a rating of minimal shedding and minimal tangling. Most of the tangling that I encountered was probably because of my activities. I work as a nurse, and sometimes I have to wear these ugly little scrub hats that they make you wear when you go in the OR. And I also, for fun, I pole dance. If you can tell, there's a pole right there. So that sometimes means I have to roll around the floor, my hair gets all tangled and stuff. So the shedding that I encountered was probably from untangling. But other than that, minimal shedding, minimum tangling. So I think it did very good. On to durability. As I told you before, I have to wear ugly scrub hats to work. I pole dance and I roll around the floor. And let's see, I also wash this hair about once a week. I sometimes blow dry, sometimes let it air dry. I also went on a trip to Jamaica. I went swimming in chlorine in the pool, and in the ocean water, and I washed and conditioned. The hair held up, so I'm happy with that. When I came back from my trip, all I did was I uninstalled the unit, I gave it a good wash, really good deep condition, and then I let it air dry. So the hair that you're seeing right now, it's pretty much this natural state. I washed, conditions, and I let it air dry. So the waves that you see, those are the natural waves. I use a spiral wand curler for when I want to make curls and waves, and that's pretty much all I did. The hair, if it started to look a little too frizzy, I would put some serum on it, just rub it up a little small amount and just kind of spread it out, and that helped. Let's see what else. Oh, the only thing I noticed that I probably don't really like is towards the ends, they started to become really kind of straggly looking, almost like they need a trim right there. So I will probably just kind of go through and do a light trim before I install this unit again. Let's see what else. I'll take it off and show you kind of what the inside of the unit looks like. So this is the unit that flows. You can kind of see what I was talking about, the ends right there. Also, let's see what the inside looks like. So I told you it was full lace. The middle from like ear to ear has like a stretchy lace material. She doesn't bleach her knots on this wig. She uses the makeup technique, which means you just kind of get your foundation and you find your part and you kind of just smudge it in there to kind of help define your parts so that you don't bleach your knots. Sometimes when you bleach your knots, it kind of weakens the lace and weakens the knots and you can have more shedding. I found this technique to be somewhat tedious since I'm kind of lazy and I'm really all about like low maintenance hair. So some days I just say forget it. Oh well, it is what it is. It looks the way it looks. I don't feel like spending an extra 10-15 minutes trying to use this teensy little brush to kind of get in all the little nooks and crannies to kind of create a part. So some days I just said forget it. Oh well. So that's just the unit once again. You can kind of see, get a good look in there. The only other thing I can tell you about the unit that I think for the money that you're spending on this unit, I believe that you should be able to get a custom fit or a semi-custom fit, meaning some wigs when you buy them, they come in small, medium, and large. She only had one cap size to offer, which means that she had to cut it to kind of fit my head, which is I would wear a small cap size. So the areas where she cut, I experienced some shedding and hair loss in this area. And it took a little bit of sewing technique, kind of folding over and like that to kind of make it snug on my head to where it would lay flat. So I do hope that in the future she would offer small, medium, and large cap size. Let's put you back over here. So overall durability of the hair and overall rating and overall value and all that good stuff. I enjoyed the hair. I think it was installed wonderful. It lasted a whole month. It probably would have lasted longer had I not, you know, gone to the beach, went swimming in the pool, all that stuff. Also, I would say that I would probably not purchase this hair again, and not because there's anything wrong with it. I just probably wouldn't purchase Cambodian hair. Like I said, it's fine and it's pretty and it moves really nice, but I think it's so fine and so silky that it doesn't really pass for African American hair. So it did look a little wiggy on me. You can look at the pictures and you can look at the video. I'll post a link to when she installed the hair. But if you don't mind that, sometimes I don't, which is fine. I bought the hair, I installed the hair. I'll wear it again because I bought it and I paid for it. I'm not just gonna use it once. If it looks wiggy, oh well, it's a wig. So that's just my opinion. So if you don't really mind the, you know, the look of it being a little wiggy, then go for it. If you are one of those people who want to have an undetectable weave and an undetectable wig and try to pass it off as your own, then I wouldn't recommend Cambodian hair because it is super fine, super silky, and I don't think it passes very well for African American hair, even if you're mixed, maybe. So that's my opinion. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, any comments, anything that I didn't cover that you want to know, go ahead and leave me a comment and I will respond. Thank you.